Hello, welcome back. We actually couldn't, have the interview or the chat in just one video because that was too long, wasn't it? So we decided to go for part two of our talk. So I have a very good question for you, Pedro. This is my brother, Pedro. If you haven't seen part one, here is the link to part one. Pedro, you have been living in England for 15 years, so you are totally fluent. But for you, how do you see fluency? What does it mean to be fluent in a language?
So I think that to be fluent is about being able to have a proper conversation with someone, but not necessarily know the meaning of every word in the dictionary. I think that's what people get a little bit concerned with, they think that they need to know everything, and when you give yourself this amount of pressure, you're already getting overwhelmed. Right? So it's about being able to have a chat, and someone says something you don't know, you can say, oh, what does that mean? And understand the answer.
That's a really good definition. So when you don't know something, you say, I'm sorry, what does that mean? And the person gives you an answer, and then okay, I get it.
Okay, cool, I know what that means.
So that's fluency.
Or, understand, maybe you can kind of guess what the answer is because of the context of the conversation.
Yeah, of course.
I think that makes a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
But the main thing, what is definitely not fluency, is having the perfect accent.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
I've lived there for 15 years.
Longer. He's been there for longer than he lived in Brazil. So.
Yeah, and I don't sound British. There's a few words. Yeah, maybe I sound more British.
Your structure is British.
Most people.
Yeah, for sure. The way you present your ideas may be British, but your accent is not necessarily British. But you're totally fluent. Yeah. But you're learning a new language at the moment.
Yeah, I am. Not fluent at all.
Not fluent at all.
No.
But you're trying to learn. You've been trying to learn for how long now?
I've been trying to learn for maybe 4 years.
What language is it?
Not been trying too hard. Been a bit lazy.
Yeah.
So my girlfriend's from Barcelona. So I've been trying to learn Catalan when I go there. They speak Catalan mainly, so I've been trying to learn that.
Yeah.
And it's been a bit difficult. I've had to change my strategy.
Okay.
It's not working.
Yeah.
So, but I think the main problem is that I try to be too perfect, I don't remember how it was to learn English because I was so young.
It was a natural process.
So I would go and I would just talk to friends at school, and naturally you learn, right?
Yeah.
But now you're an adult and you know that you're making mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. Self-conscious.
Yeah, definitely.
Self-conscious is when you're watching yourself, you're like, oh my god.
That's probably the main blocker for most people to learn a new language.
Yeah, sorry.
So I've started to, first of all, my main issue is that I think in English. So I'm trying to talk Catalan, but I'm trying to translate from English, which makes it more difficult than translating from Portuguese. But
translating is actually not good, right?
That's true. But I need to think.
But you need to think because you're an adult, and that's why it's so much harder to learn. The older you get, the harder it is.
Yeah.
But you've been reading
So I think, if I think in Portuguese, and I then try to kind of say it in Catalan, and if I don't know one of the words, I can just use a Portuguese word.
Okay.
And chances are,
They'll understand. But that's lazy, don't do that.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
But that's because Catalan and Portuguese are kind of similar, like Spanish.
But they're not really though. When I listen to you and Clara talk, I'm a bit like, what's going on here?
It's not
the same, there are the structure is so different.
But I think the point is that sometimes when you don't know a word, people stop.
Yeah.
And then it becomes this unbearable conversation that people say one word and then they don't know the next. They just stop.
Yeah. Frozen.
And it's better that you can fill in that gap.
Yeah.
With a word that if you're trying to learn a language that's similar, maybe just use that word.
Exactly.
Or maybe body language, but you just make continuation.
Just put yourself out there.
Yeah, and don't be scared. Basically, don't be scared to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Sometimes Clara, Clara is very good with languages. She learns very quickly. So not now in English. Not she doesn't have this problem so much because she's lived there for many years. But I remember the beginning, like when she was not as fluent now, she used to tell me that she would just guess the word in English.
Okay.
And sometimes it was right.
Yeah, just like try your luck.
Yeah, because as you speak, you start finding patterns, right?
Yeah.
You start finding patterns that apply
That's
most
true.
of the time.
That's true. But tell everyone about your new reading technique.
Oh yeah, so I read as well. I read
in Catalan.
I've been reading Catalan and
Every day
for
3 months.
one chapter a day, and I've been listening to or watching TV series
With subtitles
in Catalan. Yeah.
See?
Yeah, that's true.
But like the daily thing makes a difference, right?
Yeah.
Even if
Yeah,
it's just a
definitely.
little bit, but
Yeah.
every single day. That's what I keep saying,
Yeah,
right?
you can choose like the book that I read was shall I say in Portuguese the title?
No, say
In English, The Little Prince. Yeah, I was gonna say in Catalan because I was reading in Catalan.
3 languages, you know.
So yeah, The Little Prince. It's a great book in
It
every
is a great
language.
book,
To
yes.
be honest,
Yeah.
the story is nice. It's a bit of a kid's book, but
Yeah, but you're
a nice book.
starting.
Yeah.
Even in English, if you're learning English,
yeah, in English
it's a great book to
definitely.
read.
And also, it's a
in
great
English.
story. I love that book.
Who loves that book? I need to ask you, because I want you to tell everyone what you do in London. What is your job?
So, on a day-to-day basis, I'm a web developer. I make websites. I work in a fintech company, and on my spare time,
It's not really his proper focusing on this.
on my spare time, I started a family business with Clara, my girlfriend, and our mum, Rita. The business is called Donna Rita, and we are on a mission to bring pão de queijo to the UK.
So basically, they don't want just the Brazilians in the UK to be buying this because we know the product. They want to introduce it to the British market.
Yeah.
Right?
So there's a big challenge there, not from, of course, from a business side of things,
Yeah.
but from a linguistic perspective also, because it's a product that no one knows, and there's no name for it, right? This product has no name in the UK. It has a name here, which is pão de queijo, but you can't just translate that.
No,
You
because
can't translate pão de queijo, that would be cheese bread, and it's not very accurate for us. We don't think it's accurate, but there are companies around the world
yeah.
that translate pão de queijo to cheese bread.
But the reason why we don't think it's
Yeah.
accurate is because we know that bread in English, like British people will probably imagine a loaf of bread or like a baguette.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, it's a completely different concept of bread.
It's very different, and we don't want to, you know, it's a bit misleading to say, oh, this is cheese bread, and then they get these little balls, right?
Pause. Misleading is a great word. I think
Yeah.
I've explained this before, but I love this word. Misleading is like when you say a word, for example, and it gives you an idea, and then when you see it, it's like totally different. So
Yeah.
instead of leading you towards the right direction, it's misleading because you are completely confused. Because when you say cheese bread, English people imagine a loaf of bread with like cheese on top, whereas Brazilian pão de queijo is like tiny little balls, you know, not tiny, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Balls. So it's different. Okay.
So that was a challenge, and we thought a lot about this. We spoke with people and stuff, and finally we decided that we would call them cassava cheese balls.
Cassava is this word here, up here, somewhere in Portuguese. And it's actually a business, it's up and running, they're growing, you know, I'm so proud, it's nice.
It's getting there.
They've got a website, you can place orders online, and we've got a 10% discount voucher to my followers. Yay! That's so amazing.
Yeah, currently we only deliver in London.
Yes, only in
certain
London.
parts of London.
Certain parts of London, but the address to the website is up here, and the discount code will be in the description box down below, so do have a look if you're interested in trying. It is the most delicious cassava cheese ball you'll ever try.
Yeah.
So it's nice. Just to finish it off, I have 2 questions, really quick ones. Number 1, do you have any word in English that you struggle to pronounce? Struggle is like, it's hard.
Yeah, definitely. I think the main one for me is Wimbledon. I hate that word.
Wimbledon is an area of London, right? Wimbledon for me is not so bad. It's okay. But you see how personal like learning is. We are from the same family, the same city, the same country. He's been there for longer than I lived there actually.
Yeah.
And he struggles with that, but I struggle with another word. I really struggle saying wound. Wound is like when you cut your arm, that you've got a wound. You know, it's so hard because it's W-O-U. It's really difficult because we are Brazilian actually. And last question is, do you have a favorite word in English? Like a word that you love?
Yeah, I think my favorite word is wallop.
What does that mean?
I don't really know what it is. It's like a word you can use at any time, really. Okay. It's like a happy word.
A happy word.
It's like, you know, you're having a beer with a friend, you go, wallop. You know, like...
Yeah, like very...
It sounds nice, I like how it sounds.
It sounds amazing.
It's very common, like some old school British people would say wallop.
But like you would probably never hear a Brazilian saying that.
No, probably not.
So like, cool.
It's one of those things you learn from living, you know, like I used to live next to a friend of mine, he was my neighbour, and he would say it. He came from somewhere in the UK, like he's not from London, he lives in London now, but he was born somewhere else.
Yeah, but he's English.
He's English, and he would say it wallop, and I liked it, and I say it all the time.
Picked it up.
Yeah, picked it up.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
So I'm glad you guys watched this video. You got to meet Pedro, and hopefully got to we'll get to try some cassava cheese balls from Dona Rita. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, remember to click on like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.